There we are. People can see
Snap.
us. They can hear us. How's it going? We're here to play some Weird Frontiers. We're kind of sort of still trucking through what was once Rime of the Frostmaiden. It's got some of the bones in there, maybe. Yeah. So, I don't even know. Last time we left off, you all fought some brain creatures. You're in the cave, fighting your way down, trying to figure out what the hell's going on in this town that everyone got sick in. But before we go any further on that, let's do some introductions. We are down at Jake tonight. Jake's on the mends. He had some medical stuff going on. Nothing bad, nothing serious. But he's in recovery from that, and he's doing absolutely fantastic. So, Jake, if you're out there, hope to have you back in a game soon. I'm sure he will. I saw him earlier today. I gave him a ride earlier today, so he and I talked for a bit. He's doing good. But let's do introductions. We'll start with Bert. Bert, who are you? Where can we find you? And who are you playing?
Hey, I'm Bert. BizLab on the inner tubes. I'm playing the Lion, the well-renowned luchador, in this fine Weird Frontier setting. You can find me at twitch.tv/SteamStealMurder or on the podcast at BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com.
There we go. And underneath Bert, we got a Dan.
Hey everybody, Dan with Defenders. I'm playing Glint, part-time napper, other time shooter. Most of the time napper though. I mean, pretty heavy on that side. So, yeah.
There we go. Over on the other side, we got us Jeff.
Hey, twitch.tv/the Lollygaggers. We play various tabletop role-playing games on the internet. Fridays, we're doing Delta Green. This Friday, we're starting up Chapter 2 of our Impossible Landscapes campaign. Very excited. And Saturdays, we recently started up a Worlds Without Number game. Having a lot of fun. Sci fantasy hex crawl stuff. And Mondays, we alternate between Things from the Flood and Aliens. So it's our free league night. I am playing Mama Purdy, who is a hellbilly of great renown and a great many ex-husbands, who drinks from a magical jug of hooch that is never ending and frequently puts people to sleep with it. Yeah.
All right. Jeremy.
Well, if you want to listen to Nerds Talk About Comics, you could do Plewcast, PLEWD. But more importantly, tonight I'm going to be playing Cletus Calloway Redding, itty bitty man, big chip on his shoulder. He is the mistake that happens when you teach the secrets of the Far East to an idiot from the Deep South.
That's perfect. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, you all had traveled to the village called Dugan's Butthole, where you were going to, you heard rumors that there was some kind of sickness going around. When you showed up, the town was, not deserted. There were people there, but no one was out on the streets. Yeah, you found your way to the local tavern, which had been turned into a makeshift infirmary, hospital, whatever you want to call it. And talking to the nurse there, you found that everyone was kind of showing the same symptoms. Listless, comatose, very strange. And through some investigations, you found out that they were suffering from an acute case of goddamn mind flayers. Through your investigation, you were directed towards Dugan's Butthole itself, an old mine outside of town. As you traveled in, you came across a bunch of corpses, all missing their heads, and then strange little brain creatures attacked you. And that's where we left off. We're going to have ourselves an out of the frying pan into the fire moment. Are you all ready to proceed? Anything we need to do before you head further in?
Maybe I could get myself a spoon to scoop out my shorts.
That's fair. Just, don't have a spoon. Just shake it out your pant leg.
All right, man.
Just give a good kick, and hopefully you can send it flying at one of the bad guys later on.
Mm-hmm.
That does sound like a good deed die.
Ooh, there you go. So, as you move deeper through this old mine, the extreme cold of the outside kind of fades a little bit as you're moving deeper underground. You're a little more insulation from the earth. You are noticing there's yes, a literal shit kicker. That's fantastic, Dan. You are noticing that the walls are more and more covered with this strange mucus, this greenish, purplish, just kind of thick mucus on everything. It's really gross. But I mean, you don't come across signs of anything else. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything until eventually, kind of down the tunnel you're proceeding, you see there's light at the end of this tunnel. It's a pale light flickering, you know, just standard kind of ruddy yellowish orange, like a fire out of a, you know, torch or a lantern, brazier, something like that. And you can hear an odd sloshing noise as you kind of approach. What do you all want to do as you're coming up to this light, which looks like it's opening up into a larger cavern?
Does anybody feel particularly sneaky?
Well, I guess so. Doesn't seem like a smart idea, but that's never stopped me before.
That's fair. So if you want to roll me that, what is it, agility, dexterity, whichever one it is in this game, you're sneaking.
As a monk, I'm a dirty bastard that gets to use my reflex save towards that.
Yeah, that's all right. So you move in,
Sneaky like ninja.
Mm-hmm.
and you can actually see that there's signs of what looks like new construction. It looks like someone's kind of laid down in this big cavern, like a rough tiled floor. It looks like it's been excavated, been enlarged. You can see these stone columns set up. It all looks really fresh. Like this looks like clean, fresh stone. It's all still got this weird kind of slime all over it. As you kind of look around, you can see kind of towards the center of this large cavern, this large, you know, tiled floor, smooth walls, stone columns. You can see what looks like a large fountain, like not necessarily like it's putting water in the air, but you know, like a large, like, you know, like wishing well, pool, whatever it is, you know, a water piece at a mall. But along the back of this thing, there's a large carving statue of what looks to be a big ass like squid with these stone tentacles kind of out and about from it. And you can see this water. You can see this room's decently well illuminated. They've got some braziers setting around in certain spots, casting a good amount of light. But you can see the water in this thing. Kind of it moves and it ripples a little bit. It's got kind of like almost like this mixture of, you know, like I don't know, imagine like piss yellow and antifreeze green and meet those two in the middle. Just this really gross looking water. And as you're kind of sitting looking around, you can see almost like little tentacles kind of breach the surface every now and then and go back in. Now it's at this time. Let me roll us a die here. Okay. It's at this time that you see kind of coming out back from around the fountain. You see one of these squid face dudes, one of these full-grown mind flayers. Currently, he seems to be unaware of your presence. Moves up, kneels down to the water, and this large, kind of fleshy shape kind of floats up. And this creature almost starts kind of kneading on the flesh. And that's when you kind of get an idea that it looks like a giant fucking brain. Like, maybe like 10, 15 feet in diameter. What do you want to do with this information? As this mind flare just sits there, kind of almost like massages it. Like, gives a little rub down. Gives some essential oils on it.
I am a particularly idiotic man, but at a certain point, even I will take a couple steps back and go alert the rest of the group,
Sure.
as opposed to charging this bullshit all alone.
Sure. I mean, yeah, you can step back, tell the group what you saw. You want to add anything to that, or just give them
Man,
a
you got this
rundown?
piss yellow fountain with a giant brain, more of them tentacle fuckers. There's fresh construction and it's slimy and god damn.
It's a nice construction, like, you know.
Yeah, man, it's fresh. I mean, it's covered in slime, but you know, the work of it's fine. But I feel like you're kind of missing the more underlaying important item here. What being there's a giant brain living in a bunch of piss water and more of them tentacle face folk.
Probably some Mountain Dew and something else.
Every good
Oh my
mind flayer
God.
needs Mountain Dew.
What
That's
do you
right.
think would happen if you poured some of your jug onto that giant brain?
That's a great question. Can brains drink?
I don't think so, but any soft fleshy organ should be able to, you know,
Osmosis
absorb.
at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, absorb something. Yeah.
Then it's got to make that safe. We're going to put that brain to sleep. That's what we going to do.
Put a string around it and just chuck it in there with the lid open.
All right. So I'll do my best to just run up and kick old squid brain in the face, the little brain, and then you know that's already too much planning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did I heard that right? Cletus, you were just going to charge in
Mm-hmm.
and try and kick the mind flayer in the face,
Mm-hmm.
so someone else can do something else.
Yeah.
I love it. That's fantastic.
I mean, that's almost a plan.
It's almost a plan.
Almost the plan.
Almost a
So you
plan.
came back, told us this, and then you're just going to run over and kick him in the face.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, it's better than me just running up and kicking him in the face before telling you.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's
It's
very
progress.
responsible of you.
This is top tier performance right now.
Yeah, man. That's every now and then even a rusty trap can spring.
Parenthood has really changed you.
You know, maybe it has.
Mm-hmm. I'm proud of you.
Yeetus, after he pours some of that there booze on that brain, I want you to take a good big bite. Just chomp it up. It's literally brain food.
And that's what I refer to it as. Certainly made me smarter over the years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
I'll tell you what we're gonna do.
Oh Lord.
I gotta get back on the right layer.
There's no way this can go wrong.
So I've got you all on the map. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to roll to see if this mind flayer is going to be surprised by your sudden charge. Why don't you give me another stealth roll there, Cletus.
Okay.
And I am going to give a...
Holy crap.
Oh, my goodness.
It's not going to be able to beat that. But let's
Woo.
roll it just to make sure.
I really want to kick him in the face, and I really want to catch him off guard.
This is going to be the quietest Cleus has done anything in his life. In your mind, you'll be shouting yeehaw or something.
Okay.
But
I got a 19. You got a 28. Very clearly, you win on this, surprise round. And after the surprise round, we'll go ahead and move into initiative.
Oh, that's so exciting.
So, Cletus,
Uh-huh.
you charge into this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make your, sneak kick in the face attack.
Hell yeah, I will. Let's get that over here. And I'll just do living weapon.
Sure.
Since I'm doing a flying kick. And
Ooh,
oh, come on.
oh,
Ooh, that's rough. Do you got any, boons?
if you have boons,
I could spend the boon I just earned.
yeah.
Does that do a
you did.
reroll?
Yeah, that should. Yeah, you can use a boon. Spend boons on +1, reshuffle, get red, reroll, not on a fumble. Yeah,
Okay. I'd like to spend the boon I earned from my crit to re-roll that because
absolutely.
I'd really like to not fail my sneak attack.
Yeah.
Okay, come on now. That feels a
16
lot
after
better.
that.
I think a 22 after the deed.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, you're going to
So-
hit on that one. Yeah.
I'll be trying to stun him as best as possible.
Okay. Yeah, your attack hits.
So on a 6, what that'll do is the quivering palm strike is delivered perfectly, momentarily knocking the target's spirit out of their body.
Wow.
The shock to the system forces an immediate will save with the DC equaling 22 to avoid being unconscious for a turn.
You said an immediate fortitude save?
Will save.
Will save. Okay. Yeah, it fails the will save. How much
So,
damage
yeah.
do you put on this thing?
So from the initial thing itself, it'll be 11. And then I believe this is going to add on a little. In addition, it'll do an extra D8 damage. Besides, I'll roll another dice for how long.
It's out.
So another.
Go ahead.
So that was an extra 8 damage. He's completely unconscious for a full turn. And then after that, he's stunned for 1. So he's completely unconscious for a turn and then stunned for 1 turn. Sorry for double clicking after that.
No problem. So he's unconscious. One,
Kicked
and
his
then
spirit
stunned.
out of his body.
Wow. That is...
I'm happy with that boon. That was a good use of boon.
That was an amazing use. Yeah. Gosh.
Oh,
That was the sound of the soul screaming in the distance.
All right. So,
initiative time.
initiative time. I'll add you all
We can
to our-
click our tokens right now.
You
So
cannot click your tokens. That's not cool. I don't know why it does that.
just to be difficult.
Didn't Dion knock like someone's spirit out of their body in Spectaculars too,
Yeah.
Jeremy?
Yes, he did. He knocked a demon out of a body and then shoved it into a goat's
Into a
butt.
goat.
That's
As you
amazing.
do.
As you
Yeah.
do. He deserved it.
What's that button? Okay. Everyone should be able to click on their tokens.
Yay. Now I can roll my piss
There
poor
we go.
initiative.
All right. Oh my gosh. I've got. Has anyone rolled initiative yet? Just Mama Purdy.
I just did.
Do you want us to hold off on it?
Hold off for just a second. I did not clear
Okay.
out the previous initiative track.
I mean, Bert and I could easily re-roll it. Whatever you
No problem.
No problem at all.
We got you, Chuck.
I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna remove everything.
Yeah,
And we'll
I'd
just do
recommend
it.
you just re-roll those.
Yeah.
They fell on the floor.
They fell on the floor. You can't use it. They fell on the floor. All right. All right. So if you all want to start rolling initiative, you can.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
So much better.
You just.
The problem I have is I always like, I'm going to set this up beforehand. So I'll add everyone to the initiative track. And then combat starts and I go and I add everyone to the initiative track.
Yeah.
All right.
All good.
We need that. We need this. Shaking your head there, Jeff. Did you do that bad? Oh,
I rolled a 2. I rolled a 6 last time. Now I rolled a 2.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you take the higher.
It's all right. Doesn't matter. They'll have it all done by the time it's my turn.
Unlikely. This is probably napping Clint today.
This Dan's just gonna he's just gonna treat this like it's
Yeah.
a giant white moose. It's gonna be great.
That's fantastic. And we need that.
We can only
there.
hope. I got my cards reshuffled, but it's not been a new day, so I didn't, pull any out.
We believe in you.
That's what I forgot. I forgot this thing.
Well, depends. Oh, there's a good card on the bottom, so that means it's not on the top.
That is a huge brain, by the way. The math.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's a big one. All right.
I don't think I care for that.
I certainly don't.
I think it's compensating for something.
I wonder if this is the illithid version of the Golden Arches because it's eating the big brain. You know, it's like a burger there.
Oh,
So
there you go.
it's this is just a big McDonald's sign for the illithids.
Yeah.
These are vat grown brains.
Oh, I bet they
Nice.
taste different.
Yeah. Grown in a lab.
All right. And then finally. All right. I swear, like, how the fuck did I get a 33? It's because I was cheating and I rolled both dice together so I don't have to click it multiple times.
Hope those aren't all things that we're fighting.
I won't answer that, Dan. You know that.
Yeah, no, it's a lot more of them than us.
We're fine. This is gonna be fine.
We
We
look up and there's 100 tiny brains in the ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, that would be the worst.
Well, bye.
I will
All
admit, I did
right.
not look up.
Well, alcohol has always traditionally been used to kill brain cells. So, you know,
Mm.
So we can kick this off. Glent, you get to lead the way.
Well, since there's only two things here to shoot and one of them's on the ground, it's big brain
You
shooting
can shoot
time.
big ass brain.
Yeah, first I'll try to see if I get anything on free bleeder here. 5. Let's see. It'll take 1d4 damage. Oh no, wait, hold on a second. Okay, I need to roll a d4. Sorry. For 4 rounds, it will take an additional 1d6 damage. So
Okay. Did you draw your card? Did you attack?
I haven't done that yet. So let's Queen.
Ooh, that's a good one.
+2,
Promising.
+2. Well, what was your total there, Dan?
It'd be 14.
What does
Or
14?
13. Sorry, 13. I can't math.
13 does not hit, though.
Well, shoot. Let me see how many. I really want to get that free bleeder off so we can get that free damage.
It's like free real estate.
It is like for real estate. Let me go ahead and spend a boon. I'll re-roll it.
Okay.
There you go.
So that'll be 19.
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right. I should be adding my boon dice in there, which I keep forgetting to do.
Mm.
All right. So that's 5, 2 for 18 damage on the first one.
Right.
Ooh.
It's a good open
I'll-
hit.
I'll roll the d6 for the bleeding.
Nice.
So
Oh, full
that'll
6. So he takes that extra 6 right now as well.
I think it's probably on his turn,
Okay.
but and we'll go ahead and move on to the next shot. Just a 2. Gosh, there's so much crap I have to type in here. 19.
19's another hit, man.
Nice.
11 more damage.
That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Another 2.
All right.
I get to keep that 5 on all these shots. So
That's nice.
That's nice. Yeah, with as many attacks as a gunslinger can do, once their D dice starts bumping up, they're pretty
Yeah.
beastly.
that's
22 is a hit.
That applies to all the damage too. So 16 more.
God damn, man.
Ace.
Ooh,
So there
all
it
right.
is. So I'll spend a boon to get rid of the hex.
Sure.
And let me roll the fumble die here.
All right.
4.
4.
Yep.
Let's see what's firearm fumble.
Might be nap time.
Cylinder's overpacked and goes off with a deafening boom and a firing flash. The attacker's not only stunned for 1d3 rounds, but all ranged attacks within 50 feet suffer a -2 to attack rolls due to the opponents and allies seeing spots. So Dan, you are stunned for just one.
Wow.
Yeah. One round.
Remarkably short.
Okay. So, the big ass brain in the center that you put all that hurt on.
Joke's on your
It's
brain. I'm already stunned.
uh-huh. Oh wow, I forgot to do something there. Okay. Everyone in the room, go ahead and make me a will save.
Oh,
How long has it been since the last encounter?
We'll say like 15 minutes or so.
Yeah. Yep. Gotta make it.
well, I can't make the save anyways because I'm stunned. So
Okay.
I don't think I can make saves when you're stunned, can you?
I don't think
Sure. Yeah.
you can. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. You
Okay.
just can't take an action. Doing a reaction is fine.
Yeah. So Glint, you failed. This salvo of shots that you send at this thing, as it hits you, there's like some weird pulse of energy that lets off from this giant brain. And Glint, you're the only one affected by this. You take 2 points of intelligence damage.
Oh, crap. I can't afford that. I mean, I can, but I don't want to.
I can't.
All right. So next thing it's going to do
It's never very smart to start with.
is it's going to lash out with a tentacle at Cletus. Because Cletus, you're awfully close.
That's fair.
Oh, damn. I only get a 10 on that. But then, Cletus, you can feel this odd energy pulsing in your head. I need you to make me a will save.
Oh, no. Well, I know what technique I'll be doing next round if I live to next round.
Is that your current will save, or was that from last time?
That's my current one. I just rolled a new 9.
Okay. Cletus, as you feel your body almost come over with this very odd peace, your limbs kind of go just limp a little bit, just really relaxed. And then all of a sudden everything tightens up and it feels like your body is being guided. Think almost like marionette strings. Okay. The lion, you're up.
Are the distances accurate to the ruler?
Let me double check. I believe so. Where's the ruler tool? There it is. Yeah, that's going to be right.
Yeah, I can't reach anything then. I'm going to activate Devil's Bane.
Okay.
And I am going to move forward.
Sure.
So I can go, let's see, I can go 30. So basically you're right in front of it there, but I can't quite reach it.
Okay.
Something like that.
Cool. All right. So Cletus, this one that just attacked, or you attacked, it's stunned for this round. So that's unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the end of its unconsciousness, and now it'll be stunned for the next round. The big ass brain gets to go next because it's got more than one spot on the initiative track.
Ooh.
And it's going to take a look at you, Mr. Lion.
Mhm.
And this, you can almost see like the ripples in the air as some kind of blast is emitted from the front of this thing's like brain lobes.
Wow.
And yeah. I got what is it, a 14? Does that clear your AC?
No,
Okay.
it does not.
You feel it wash over you. There's no real effect. In frustration, this thing lashes out at you with a tentacle, and I do even worse. So it's a miss. Cletus, it's your turn. Kinda.
Yeah.
As all of a sudden you feel like these invisible marionette strings turn to face you towards the lion.
Mm-hmm.
And you march right up to the lion. Go ahead and just make me a regular attack. You got one action die?
I've got one action die, and then I've got my
Yeah.
living weapon or
Yeah, without spending any of your key points or anything. Just naturally one action die. Yeah.
I hadn't yet drawn the swords. I don't know if this thing can make me draw them or not. Or
It'll draw a sword.
okay.
But it doesn't have access to any of your abilities or anything. It's just literally moving your body.
Okay.
So just make a basic attack against the lion.
Okay.
There's a good time to do poorly.
There we go. 13.
13. Nope. All right. And as you swing, you feel the like the strings let go, and you realize that you're now back to yourself.
I think what I'd like to do then is activate something to protect myself in the future.
Okay.
I'll spend a key point to enact Tower of the Mind so I can double my willpower save bonus.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's a good idea.
It's okay, friend. I don't need to be slapped to get the encouragement. I'm quite pumped.
Yep, that's exactly what I was doing. I was just making sure you were like 100%, you know?
Yeah. All right. Yeetus is up next.
Okay. Yeetus, I don't know if he can quite get to it. He could maybe like 5, 10, 15, 20. He could get right up next to the unconscious guy there, or stunned.
Okay.
And I think since he's like laying on the ground stunned, he's just going to do the flurry luchador technique and basically just, double arm
Cool. Yeah.
pound at the dude. So let me switch over to Yeetus on the roller here. Of course, Yeetus does notoriously roll bad in such situations.
Cool.
Any bonus for him being on the ground?
Go ahead and move it up a die size.
Okay, let me cancel out of this. So roll D24. It doesn't matter what I roll in D die.
Okay.
Yeetus. Someday you'll roll well.
Cool. All right, Mama Purdy.
Mama Purdy saying that this big dumb idiot Cletus is attacking a lion. Don't you know the difference between a lion and an octopus? Come on. I'm gonna move over a little bit away from Glint.
Yeah.
I don't want to get hit by nothing. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a hoedown because I feel like if people are gonna be making saves, it makes most sense. So yeah, I'm just gonna start playing on my washboard, shaggy, and then everyone will get. I always forget where my darn die is, my ballad die. So everyone will get +5 on their attacks, on their action die and their saves. All saves, all action die.
Very cool. How long does that last?
Until I stop playing the song.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Glint, you were stunned, right?
Yep.
Just one round?
Just one round.
Okay.
I did realize I misread the bleeding. It goes until it's treated. It takes 1d4 rounds to treat it, so it would take 4 rounds to treat it.
Oof.
Does it take that damage on its turn?
It doesn't
on its
say.
round?
It says each round.
Okay,
I
so
assume it's on its turn.
okay. Well, since every round I'm going to do it on your turn, just so it's an
Okay.
easy way to track your damage goes on your turn.
That's
So, well, you already rolled that d6,
Oh yeah, that's right.
so
Okay.
I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
All right, so
Did something.
you did something. The big old brain gets to go. And it is going to... It's going to make a couple of attacks. It's going to take a blast attack at Yeetus. That's a fumble. Let's see what I got for fumbles on monsters. You know what? I'm just going to reference this.
One of the arteries that's already been punctured just kind of.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to go with. It's going to essentially give itself a mini aneurysm. So the damage it was going to do, I'm going to have it direct inwards.
Oh, no. I mean, oh, yes.
Oh, yes. And that is... Okay.
Oh,
Ooh, that hurts.
Got a real bad headache.
Oh, no. Okay, and then I'm going to say that's the end of its turn. From kind of like the hidden crevices of this room, maybe crevices that you weren't aware of before, more things crawl out from the darkness and enter the melee. As 3 of these sickly-looking townspeople show up and enter the fight. And they're each armed with a pistol. So I get to pull out my deck of cards because they're going to take an opening shot.
Oh, shit.
So they're going to prioritize those of you around the brain. So Yeetus gets the first shot.
oh no.
All right. I pull a 3, so nothing happens. And this thing shoots at Cletus. That's a 14 to hit. Does that connect with Yeetus?
It does.
Okay. Deals 8 points of damage.
Oof.
Ouchies.
That is no bueno.
All right. As then number 4 down here is also going to take a shot. They're going to go to shot at you, though, Cletus. I get a queen, so that's 2 and 2.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to. That's a native. That's 7. That's 9 to hit. So, yeah, that's a miss.
No.
Lion, you're up.
All right. I'm going to leap forward and beat at the brain.
Sure thing.
Yeah, so with assuming this thing isn't native or natural.
That's a
to this
safe
world.
assumption, yeah.
Yeah, so my power basically increases all of my die by 1 step. So here's the attack. I'm going to do the
And
effect.
don't forget about Mama Purdy's +5.
Yep.
5, yep.
Okay, my Fists of Fury. Yeah, let's just go with that. 32.
Dang.
However, my Lucha die did not go off.
Wow, that's fantastic. I mean, great number. Too bad your Lucha die didn't go off. You want to give me your damage?
What's one up from a D10? D12?
D12.
12 plus. Mama Purdy's +5 works on damage or no?
Action, die, and save. So no.
Action die and saves. Okay. And let me see if I get anything extra. And if it matters, this does allow me to damage things that can only be damaged by mystical weapons as
Okay,
well.
that's good to know.
Okay, I think that's all. So I may not do a lot of damage. Yeah, 4 points.
I mean,
yeah.
it's something.
I rip at the brain.
So everyone, go ahead and make me a will save.
+5, everybody.
+5.
That'd be a 16.
11. I forgot to have mine. So I reminded everyone else. I
24.
forgot to remind myself.
See this.
Okay.
Oh, and I activate. I activate my bull strength while I like that.
Okay.
One too.
Can you spend boons to reroll saves?
Let's double check
Think so.
what it says.
Yeah.
Use a boon. Yep. Reshuffle or reroll as long as it's not a fumble.
I'm gonna do that. 11
Sure.
doesn't seem great.
Okay. Let's see. Glint, what was yours?
16, I think.
16 altogether.
That's better. 23.
You all pass it. So you feel this other wave of energy come out from this big brain, but you're all able to withstand its effect.
Concentrating real hard on the floor.
Yeah. So
Can't get through this.
yeah. The
I like to think I'm just too stupid for it to affect me.
that's fantastic.
I like to think that the song I'm playing is so loud and distracting that you just can't even concentrate on whatever this thing's trying to do to you.
That's great. All right. So this mind flare up here, it's going to make an opposed strength check against Yeetus. It's going to try and grapple Yeetus.
Did he have his stunned round already?
Oh, no, this is a stun round. I'm sorry. He cannot do that. That is a good call, Dan.
Yay!
I'm not going to let an enemy get a free chance.
All right. That's fine. All right. As the big brain gets to take its next turn. Oh, man. It's going to take a couple blast attacks. One at Cletus and one at the lion.
Do these have the disadvantage for my my misfire, or is that gone already?
That would have lasted for your one round. Are you stunned
Okay.
still?
No, it
Okay.
should be.
Okay, yeah. So, against Cletus, that is going to be a 13.
Nope.
Right. And against the lion, ooh, that's even worse. So, yep, no, I'm just rolling bad today.
Yeah, we're getting really lucky right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. As this thrall down here moves a little closer, it's going to take a shot at Glint with its pistol. I pull a king.
Damn. That's what I get for laying on the ground.
3 and 3. So that means my attack roll is going to be a 15. Does that hit?
Oh, yeah.
All right. And you are going to take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. Cletus, you are up.
Well, it looks like Yeast is kind of in my spot up next to the Mind Flare. I suppose I should just kind of hack and slash at this here brain.
Sure.
And this is either going to work really, really well and be a dumb idea, or it's going to fail completely and it'll be a dumb idea. But Cletus for a moment wonders whether or not that stuff it's sitting in is flammable. And then he'll spend the personality points to set his swords on fire.
Okay.
Or set himself on fire.
Give me a luck test.
Okay. What could possibly go wrong? Here we go. Luck test.
That's a pass. It smells flammable. Kind of almost smells like ether or formaldehyde or something like that. It's got that real strong, just chemical scent coming off
Wonderful.
of it.
So yeah, I'll set myself on fire and start, kind of get myself up in position pretty well and just see how it goes.
So you're going to attack the big brain with your fire swords?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Seems like a good idea.
Just give
And
it.
then I'll be trying to do the stunning attack just because that's always useful.
Okay.
The D does not go off, but it's still like a 20 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
So 9 damage initially.
Does it all count as fire damage, or does it not separate it?
No, on the tail end. So there's 9 physical damage, just standard, and then 3 fire damage at the end of it. And then there's a regular percentile check for whether or not it catches them on fire, unless you have some other way you want to do it.
No, I'm gonna make that percentile then.
Okay. So normally it would be a 30% chance unless, flammable brine impacts that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an extra 20. So we're gonna call this a 50-50.
Okay.
Do you want high or do you want low?
Low.
All right. That's your day.
That
All
is
right.
awesome.
Your
So
damage.
that means,
Go ahead.
oh, sorry.
Your damage slays the giant brain.
Oh, that's exciting.
And as this thing you cut in, it's bleeding. It's got these weird, you can hear these like screams of pain in your head. The thralls start clutching their head and screaming in pain. And they all drop to their knees. Yeetus, Cletus, and the lion, I need you to make me a reflex save.
Uh-oh.
+5 for this too.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness for that. I don't know if it gives me a spot to add it before it rolls, but that's okay. I guess it didn't matter.
It doesn't, which is
I
unfortunate.
didn't add the 5, so mine's an 11.
On the character sheet, there's like a blue box next to your saves. You can put it in there as a bonus.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So, as this tank of fluid just explodes. So, all of you are thrown back.
That's not jello.
Okay. Those of you, let's see. Wow, I am rolling shit. Lion, you take 6 points of damage. This mind flare up here takes 6 points of damage, killing it. And Cletus and Yeetus, you each take 3 points of damage.
Worth it.
Totally worth it.
As there's
Totally
now
worth it.
this burning inferno in this mine pit, these thralls are all screaming in pain. As thrall number 3 here, its turn comes up, it's clutching at its head. You can see its head starting to like roil and like boil and expand. And all of a sudden, it pops. As
Ganners.
That's what brains will do for you.
Yeah.
Ain't no good. Nothing good ever come from. Oh, no.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh God.
I hate to see it.
Tiny brain monster.
Did that show up on the overlay?
Sure did.
We can see it.
I can't see it. Where did it go? Where's it at?
All up in our faces.
Well, we can beat a big one. We can beat a small one.
Oh my gosh, I really can't. Oh, it popped up as an image. Okay. I was trying to drop its token, and it's being mad dumb. Let's go over. There we go. All right. As its brain crawls out of its head, ready to attack. Cletus.
Okay.
Or Yeetus, whichever one I said.
You said Cletus, but it can be either.
I meant Yeetus.
All right. Yeetus.
What's
Imagine something terrible's happened to him. Oh, is it Yidis' turn, you mean?
it's Yidis' turn, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like the thing was about to attack
Oh no, no,
Yidis.
no.
I
It's Yidis' turn.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's all right.
So basically the brains are located the same places where the guys were.
Well, so far just one has crawled out, but you get the feeling that the other three are about to repeat the process.
Is that on one of the ones that's close to Yidis?
So the one that's furthest away from Yidis had the brain escape.
Okay.
The other two that are closer to Yidis, you can see they're same thing, holding their hands over their head, their heads kind of boiling and getting ready to pop, a la scanners.
Right.
Okay. Well, so Yidis will come up, and it's not necessarily one of the traditional Lucha D dies, but he's just going to put a hand on either side of the head and just kind of
Sure.
try and squish it.
Nice.
5 still active.
Nice.
Oh,
Still
man.
going. Yeah.
I love it. That's Mama, you are maybe the most useful person in the world.
Yep.
I cannot get a D die off, but that still gets a 15.
That's a 15. 15-ish. Well, yeah, 15 will hit in this situation. Yeah.
Okay. 8 points of damage.
As Yidis just right through, crushing the head.
Patty cake, baker's man.
Y'all are doing great.
We had some good luck on our side.
No kidding.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Mama Purdy.
I'm pretty just going to continue her song, maintain that, hold down. But I will move over towards Glint, give him a little bit of a shielding because he's laying on the ground still. Like, come on, boy, get up.
I'll be up.
That's her whole turn. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna like because the maintaining the song is like a full action. So.
Okay. Glenn, it's your turn.
All right. I got something stupid to do here, as I do. I'll use my movement to go ahead and stand up.
Yep.
And the first shot I'm going to take is at this one. I'm going to try and do spinning the lead, since I know I don't quite have probably line of sight on it.
This one up here.
Yep.
Okay, sure. Get that. What was that? That was Angelina Jolie and young Professor X.
The deed won't work, so
Ah.
I don't know if that means I just automatically miss or not.
You take your shot. I'm gonna add some difficulty to it.
All right. I got a jack, so I think that's one and
plus
one.
one. Yeah.
All right. Still 26.
26 still hits, man. That knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, thank goodness for the song there. Let's see, 1d20 for 8 damage.
You kill it, man.
Yeah. Well, I'll go ahead and move on to the next guy here.
Okay.
It's 4,
Sure.
so nothing fancy. 10 to hit on that one. I assume that's probably gonna be enough.
10 to hit. No.
Okay. Let's move on to the next attack. Oh, never mind. Another ace.
Okay. That's you get a hex, and we get a look at the critical fumble for firearms. Is that correct?
Yep. Yep. I'll go ahead and pay off that hex again here. This time it's a 7.
All rounds in the firearm are fouled. The gun must be emptied and cleaned before being used again. Now, if I remember correct on your ghost irons, you can just spend an action to clear that out.
Yeah. And technically, since that didn't stun me, I can keep shooting.
Not with that gun, though.
Not with that gun, but
Yeah,
I
because you
still
have to have you got the other gun.
I got 2 other guns, so
Yeah, if you got your other gun in hand, yeah, you can start shooting.
yep. I'm trying to remember how many attacks that was now.
You just rolled a d16.
Okay, so that would have been my D20 hand. So 9.
Okay.
9. 6. This will be my last shot here. 18.
18 does hit.
2 damage.
Yeah, you drop this one, and the head seems to stop its activity.
Okay, well, that should just leave that one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm out of turn, so.
One's down. All right, this one finishes its head broiling, and a little creature pops out. But sadly, escaping from a skull takes up its action, moving us to the lion.
Crush it.
Yeah. Let's see. Can I reach it? I don't think I can reach it, actually. So this is the one that's still active, right?
Yep.
Right here. Yeah, I can't. Well, yeah, I can. Screw it. I use my leap ability. So I'll take I'll take 10 feet forward and then I'll leap on it.
Cool.
And I'll do that leap attack thing. Okay, so this is still a creature not native to the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Mama Purdy, is your thing still running?
Yep, sure is. You can't hear it. Come on, it's beautiful.
Let's see. Then I'm at -2. And I am, of course, going to do the Brainbuster move on
Of
it.
course. Of
As
course.
you do.
Okay, Brainbuster goes off. So it hits, I guess, at 32.
Oh, yeah.
Probably hits it twice.
12.
I think it does, yeah.
Oops. Sorry, ignore that. 12 plus 3 plus 3 plus. All right, so here's just the straight damage on it. 18 points.
Wow. Yeah, you
Do I need to go
splattered
further?
this thing. You don't need to
Okay.
go any further. It's underneath, just a mushy. Yeah, you splattered this thing.
The lion elbow goes right into the brain pan.
It is brain busted.
And with that, you all don't see anything else moving here in this chamber.
All right. I'll go ahead and spend a little time fixing up my stuff here.
Sure.
The
Just
lion
to
is
be
now
safe.
hangry because his personality is so low.
Just be safe. Is there anything up on the ceiling?
You look, you do not see anything hanging
Okay.
from the ceiling.
That's a good idea. Just to be careful, look in the nooks and crannies.
We don't want any of these tiny ones like sneaking off or nothing.
Yeah, I
Sure.
agree.
Go ahead if you're looking. Go ahead and give me an intelligence test.
Intelligence check. That's what I'm good at.
It's more brains than I've seen in one room in forever.
Right.
Intelligence.
So something we can all give or just one person?
Whoever's looking, I'm going to give Cletus kind of the preference here.
Sure.
Cletus,
About as good as I'll ever do.
Yeah.
you're looking around in the nooks and crannies. Real quick, I need you to give me a will save.
Okay.
Must have found one.
Yeah, you move behind and hiding underneath one of these tentacles, kind of hunkered down in there. It's got its cloak up over it, trying to blend in with the shadows. You see another mind flayer there, just trying to hide. It doesn't notice that you've noticed it.
Gonna put both flaming swords into it, unless
Give me your attack.
That's what heroes do. I don't care if it's one of them tiny cute ones. I'm putting it on fire.
This is a full-on.
I'll assume maybe the song's done by this point.
Probably, yeah. If you're all
Yeah.
kind of
If it looked like combat was over, I would have stopped it. Yeah.
Oof.
That's a full-on mind
You
flare.
got
You're
your
13 to
D.
hit.
It's 19.
18 or 19.
19? Yeah, 19 hits.
Yeah.
6 on your G die.
I
there.
didn't call an ability out, so burn him a little bit.
How much
Get him one more time.
It was 6 damage altogether? Or
It
12?
was 12 plus 5, 17.
Fuck, you drop it, man. You just move up and just whunk, whunk.
Mind flare steak coming right up.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be safe, I'm going to take a big swig from the jug, and I'm going to go ahead and tap into my ability to see all spectrums, including the near and things invisible. Just want to give it a clear once over. I'm going to look everything here
Sure.
Nice.
best I can.
Nice.
So technically, it's 1d3 plus my, what's it called? But I can keep doing it. So it's...
Okay.
So technically, it's however long I rolled for. Technically, it's 6 rounds, but
Okay.
if needed,
That's
I can
that's
tap
plenty
into
of
it again.
time. You spend some time kind of moving around with this, checking out some crevices. There's an odd little passage here and there, and it's clean. You
Found some passages I haven't seen anymore though.
But yeah, you all feel confident that you have cleared out this problem in Dugan's butthole.
Nice.
are,
Dugan's butthole has been cleansed.
we are proper colon blowers.
Yeah, man.
Nice. I'm gonna go shuffling around some of these mind flayers' bodies, looking for any trinkets, things,
Sure.
anything like that.
So
Yeah, maybe one of them's got one of them crystals or something.
Yeah.
I'm going to check the town folks' body just so that we can see
Mm.
who maybe they were, anything
Yeah.
on them.
I'll say on the town folks, you find enough information to give you some identification. So yeah, you can take it back to town. For the
They must
four
be
of them.
buried properly, brains or not.
Yeah, we can have asshole do it.
That's fine.
Let's see.
And his new family.
We
On
probably want the work.
on each of the. Let's see here. On each of the townspeople bodies, you find. Let's see. You find what was it? The Smith and Wesson Model A2. So you find 4 of those revolvers. You find $7. Searching the mind flayers, you actually do. One of them has tucked in their pockets, maybe like a pound worth of those crystals. But you also find a very strange looking little laser gun. I believe you all might have one already, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be the same model as what you found before.
Nice.
I think I've got.
Flying that over to Glint.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. You find another one of them bad boys, and it's I think it should be in the journal. So it's the Illithid pistol. So you find one more of those pistols.
That thing's nice. Rate of fire 3.
Yeah.
That is pretty solid.
Unfortunately, it'll be hard to top the spiritual weapons.
Yeah, I mean, for you, you've kind of got your whole shtick. But for most people,
I already have one, so I think I've got the other in my inventory. So
Okay.
I'm not
else
to be
can take
trusted with it.
Only lesser mortals use guns.
yeah, I haven't actually
No
fired
offense.
it yet. I probably shot like a bug or something on the ground, but I ain't using combat. I'm more likely to shoot you all with it than anybody else.
Not even an
Let's be
accident.
honest.
Yeah, I believe that.
That actually be on purpose.
I have never in my time shot friendly fire at anybody on my team. Doesn't happen.
Breathing fire, sure, but not shooting a gun.
Mhm.
Strong
Okay.
difference right there.
Yep. It's Belgian fire, but hey, we won't split hairs.
So I'll take us back out to the world map. Yeah, you all make it back out of the mine eventually. Make it back into the village of Dugan's Butthole. And what do you all want to do?
Should probably go check on Asshole and his new family.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure
So
enough.
we found some more of these rocks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some more.
Right. Now, these rocks attract those dwarf things, though, don't they?
They definitely seem to be going after it too. Yeah. Weren't we supposed to at some point meet up with the old wizard fella, the red wizard, wizard?
Yeah, he was needing a little bit more time to get his
Yeah.
stuff together. Good week or so, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's probably only been about a day or two, maybe, since we've seen
Yeah.
him.
So, I mean, your options are if you want to just do a time jump and head to his camp, you can. If there's anything else you want to do beforehand, I didn't know if anyone was interested in selling some of those beards you have. There was also, you talked about heading up to Tourmaline to look for some more of them crystals, but I mean, that's nothing super imperative at the moment.
I mean, if we've got the time going and getting our money for them beards, probably not a bad idea, because on a long enough timeline, we're going to lose them or something bad will happen.
Yeah. Sure.
Works for me.
The travel there is uneventful. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, and you know what? I'm just tossing this out there. Number one, we done killed a bunch of the people that they hate. Number two, we now have a second one of them fancy guns. What if somebody who's maybe a little more personable than myself, maybe like sees if they've got something good they can give us? Maybe they're willing to do it just for all the killing we done. Maybe we can barter one of them pistols for something special.
That weird culty family thing.
Yeah.
Or a gun of immense power.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a problem with that. That's
Exactly,
a good
man.
idea, Cletus.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
I hear they need those sorts of things
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
for perfectly good reasons.
Okay. Yeah, and that was at Caer Denival.
Mm-hmm.
The cult, I'm looking to see. I forgot what the name of the Knights of the Black Sword is what they introduced themselves as. They were all wearing Adidas jumpsuits.
Mm-hmm.
And all led by Levistus. Yeah, so if you head up there, I mean, the trip's easy enough. It's not super far away. You roll into Caer Denival. I think I've got a little map. I'll just pop up, show. You can head up to the castle that they all dwell in. And they greet you well enough. They recognize you as you have your talk with. Oh, I'm sorry. The guy's name was Kadroth. I told you the wrong name. As you meet Kadroth, I mean, it's the same thing. He was a red-skinned horn dude. Yes, it's fantastic to see you all back. I'm guessing you have goods that you would like to sell me.
More of them beards.
How many have you brought me?
Well, Glint, you're in charge of counting them, so
Oh no, am I?
I
mean, now you are.
Because I don't know how many we have.
If it wasn't you, then it was Jake.
I think it was Jake that had that.
Yeah, I don't have them.
The lion
Oops.
can't count over 10.
The lion needs to learn how to count in binary so he can count
Oh.
higher on his hands.
I've got Jake. He's got a tally of 4 beards.
Got 4 beards,
Uh,
one for each of you.
That's fantastic. He'll hand over $80.
Okay.
This is
Also, you don't happen to trade in like other fancy things. You seem like a fancy fella, and this seems like a fancy place. And we found some fancy things, and we are fancy people. I thought we can do a nice little trade of some such.
I'm always interested. What do you have in mind?
Well, I have here, and I'll like whip it out, like, oh, okay, that was and then I'll like spin it on my finger a bit, and I'll be like, "We found this here firearm. Don't ask us where." On some aliens, and it can do some fancy things. Is there somebody in here you don't much care for? I can demonstrate on
No,
them.
I care for all of our members.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, if you want, he'll kind of in the far end of the room, he'll set up a chair.
Okay,
Demonstrate,
I'll fire
please.
over at that chair.
We'll call that chair Bobbert.
You
No,
take it,
no.
Bobbert. You deserve this.
I want to make sure that chair is not part of a set. I want to make sure it's its own chair with no other, family members or nothing.
Give me a luck test.
Oh, what if that chair's a parent? What if it's the only parent?
It's actually a
No.
pair. It's a set. So
Guess we just have to kill them both.
yeah, it was a little end table with each one of these chairs on each side of it. It's like, I guess, but it better be worthwhile. So yeah,
It's gonna be worthwhile.
you set up both chairs and you pew, pew, these red bolts of energy shoot out and just sear holes into the chair. Oh wow, that's impressive. What do you want in trade?
Well, what do you got? Like something of equal impressiveness would be preferable.
I'll tell you what, I'm willing to. I mean, if you want money, I can certainly. Money is easy enough. I'd gladly give you, $50 for it. Or if you're wanting something impressive, let me take a look. Real
Definitely
quick.
that one.
$2. That's like 2.5 beers. This feels like it's worth more than 2.5 beards. I don't know. Cletus, you think this is worth more than 2.5 beards?
I mean, I want to see some because at the end of the day, money's good, but there have been giant elks that have tried to eat us.
Yeah.
Giant brains and like cities that have turned into buttholes.
Big
I
old
think-
things coming up out of the ground, spitting
Yeah,
out
man.
orphans.
Eating orphans and then spitting them out.
Yeah, man. Them frozen orphans were the worst.
Well, you can't eat an orphan. I mean, that's just bad taste.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it literally doesn't taste good.
I mean, that's probably why I spit them back up.
Mm-hmm.
You can taste it. It's never been loved.
That's fantastic.
Oh gosh. We're good people.
I'll tell you what. We have a friend on site who fancies themselves as a bit of an inventor. Give me a moment, and I'll be back. You hold on to your weapon there, and I'll see what I could come up with. Let's see.
Kind of want to keep shooting stuff while he's gone.
There's no one here to stop you.
I mean, pew. Take out painting on the wall. Just put
I
holes
thought
in
you were
the wall.
shooting me for a second.
Maybe. Hands in the air. Freeze, Cletus. Give me all your money. Just kidding. I know you're poor.
All right, what I'll do is I'll go and I'll throw one of the like chairs or a plate up in there, and you gotta shoot it.
Oh wow.
Throw a chair up in the air. Okay. Some kind of lamp or something.
He comes back a handful of minutes later. I'm trying to find the
Try and make
best-
sure everything looks like it's been not shot a whole bunch. Put it back as much as can.
Slide a painting over the hole in the wall.
That was there the whole time. I'll just be standing in front of the chair with a new hole in it.
Pull the rug over top of the dead body of one of his servants.
That's fantastic.
This here is what they call one of them impressioning paintings. Yep.
Yeah.
I have, and he shows you these boots. Give me a second, I'm getting them plugged in.
Boots. Okay.
Boots.
Boots, I control your excitement.
I mean, I like fancy boots. Who doesn't?
The image is uploading. There we go. And you could totally tell by the image what words I specifically typed in to define this image.
Gosh.
Oh my.
I have these
Wow.
boots. I believe he could make enough modifications that one of you could use them. He calls them his repulsion boots.
And what is it that them their repulsion boots do?
They
They
let
look
you,
so ugly that the women are repelled by you.
Well, that's
Obviously.
the first thing. The second thing they do is they let you leap great distances without injury.
Useful for one of our melee combatants over here. Close the distance and such. I don't know. What do you think, Lion Cletus?
I can already jump quite far. Thank you.
Cletus, you want to be jumping?
I mean, I like it a hell of a lot more than $50. Hell, I'll split some of what I got with the rest of the crew to make it feel a little bit more fair if I were to put them on.
So
I don't mind.
I will tell you this, that he made these specially for himself. So I fear that they probably won't work as well for you as they did for him, but they should still work. And also there is a risk that, without proper maintenance and know-how of their internal mechanism, they could break. And if that ever happens, you can just return here and he can gladly repair them for you.
Well, how many bricks do they make? Can we build a wall with them later?
That's fantastic. No, they break. They're not bricks. But anyway, would you like to try them on?
Yeah, man. Anybody else want to try it out?
You go ahead, man. It's all you.
Okay. I mean, what's worse that could happen?
They break and you fall and die.
I mean, probably that.
Okay.
All
They
right.
constrict in such a way and they like rip your feet off below the ankle.
That
So you put these things on, and he kind of gives you a little tutorial of how they work.
Mhm.
I want you to roll me an intelligence test, just a flat intelligence test.
Oh no. Intelligence. I broke 10.
13.
It's not bad. It's a -1.
Yeah.
So they activate, and you can feel like all these like little jet propulsion devices along the heels and around the ankle. And you're able to leap 30 feet. Just a little jump, and you're just almost hitting near 15 feet in height. Like you actually like crash into a chandelier in the process. Yeah, that's what it did. You just jumped 30 feet as just a regular jump.
That is awesome. Man, if you want to, you got to try these. That's cool as hell. I'm
We
getting
haven't
a
have any
sneaking
more,
suspicion somebody who's smarter than me might get better use out of them.
if we have enough time, I could be smart again.
Oh, that's true. You are kind of,
Hmm.
Anyway,
It-
he's like,
Yeah.
I would be like, it's this, or, we could part with some cash. I mean,
I'd kind of like those boots, to be honest. Imagine if I could like jump on a house and then shoot.
Yeah, I agree. Like if you actually have like even just not having an intelligence negative, I think letting your super range dude being able to position himself well could be nice.
I'd just trade my gun for it if we want.
No,
We got these two pistols here. Just trade one. It's fine.
yeah, man. I'm all for you having that. That seems like a good idea.
Normally my intelligence is 12, so
There you go.
all right. So whoever,
You're almost twice as smart as me.
today it's 6.
all right. So Dan, if you're taking them, boots of
Yeah.
repulsion. I've got a rough description in the handout there, but I mean, if you just go to boots of repulsion under the wondrous contraption things, I stole this from the Bedlamite.
Nice.
You can look up a little more exact details there. Anyway, he's like, so yeah, we'll call it a trade. I'll take your fancy little pistol. You'll take this. Good business.
Definitely good business.
Seems good to me.
All right. Anything else I can help you with today?
I think of, hey, just so you know, there's like a giant creepy worm roaming around the wastelands. I'll give him a general idea of direction. Just a massive old behemoth of a creature.
Eating things, spitting things, making eyes people.
Our fortune tellers have had predictions of this, not necessarily predictions, but they've sensed it. They've had visions of it. I fear that it's tied to the Ariel, Auroral, whatever her name is.
Oral.
Oral.
Yeah, man. That old oral just doesn't seem like anything good.
But yes, they're her strength, I feel, is allowing creatures like that to run loose in the world. We've been searching for information on. Eventually, we're going to have to come up with something, or someone's going to have to do something to try and banish this goddess of cold and ice back to where she came from, to return the sun here. And also, she is an enemy of our master, and he wants her gone as well.
Well, we're looking into it. I'll tell you what, if we ever come across anything, what's the word, actionable, if you're aiming to do some harm to this thing, and why not you have a unified front or whatnot when time comes?
This would be acceptable. I mean, the more the merrier, as they say, correct?
Hell yeah. Y'all seem like good people.
We're fantastic people. As long as you don't look too hard.
We never will.
It's fine. Everything's fine. I hope you enjoy your boots.
Yeah, man, they're pretty as hell.
They're repulsive.
Anyway, yeah. If you want, he invites you. You can stay for a meal or whatnot, or you can head out. Do whatever. What do you all have on your plate next? You just want to skip time and meet up with Dazan, the Red Wizard, or you want to go do something else?
If we skip time, it'd be a good opportunity to heal and other things like that if we need
Sure.
to do some of that. But
Did you ever have a chance to have somebody work on your guns?
yeah,
If we're gonna do a time jump, that might not be a bad thing to do.
yeah, I can go peruse that again. And
Yeah, if you want to, we can say during this little time jump, you make it to, was it Bryn Shander? That's where the gunsmith was.
yeah, I got plenty of cash, so I can do that after session.
Okay, yeah, you can head there during your time. Then we reconvene on the day that Dazan told you to meet up, back out at his strange little fortress out in the ice and snow. He's like, I've gotten everything ready, I think. Kind of in the entrance, he's got a couple teams of dogs, a couple sleds. There's plenty of supplies stacked on there. Dazan and his undead servant are ready to go. If you all are ready, I'm ready to set out on this journey.
I've assumed we've had a few nights of sleep.
Oh yeah,
Chuck.
well, yeah. You've had enough. Everyone, you can go ahead and recover everything back up to max. So if you're down intelligence or if you're down hit points, you'll have enough time to fully recover.
Excellent.
Oops. It would be great if I had 512 intelligence, but that wouldn't make much
That
sense.
would be a lot.
Yeah. I would be that big brain now.
You would. You would. I would make them fight you.
I mean, you did go through like a partial transformation. Who knows? Maybe your proximity to it enabled something.
It would be kind of neat to look at buying some like reliquary items maybe, but I don't know how we would do that. I don't have
Reliquary items.
Yeah.
Things in the book that I don't know about.
Magic items.
Oh, there's actually a section for that?
Yeah.
Look at you. Knowing things. Yeah, sure is. Page 627.
What?
I'll have to actually read that.
I know. I would sure like Cyrus Trimmer's dual holster gun rig.
Yeah. How's that spelled? Is that with the C?
What is that? Cyrus, Cyrus.
I'm going to say no at this time, but now that I know
fine.
it exists in this book, I can plan accordingly. It's what I get for not reading.
I was just trying to figure out some stuff I could spend my money on because I have like $200. I'm like,
look at you, you're swimming in it.
I don't know what to spend it on though, because my guns are magical already, so I'm not going to replace them.
Okay.
Out.
Yeah. So you all head out early one morning, cutting through the snow, heading even further north than you already are, kind of angling off towards the east a little bit. It's as you're a few hours outside of town, you come across, it's a small pond, completely frozen over. And there's a small fishing shack, like ice fishing, little cabin built on top of the ice. You all want to stop and take a look at it, or just keep on moving?
We've had such good luck with everything fishing related beforehand.
Yeah. Maybe we could get our little rock detector out. There was any rocks in it. Because
Okay.
last time we found one of these, there was rocks in it. Little angry doors.
I'll pull it out. I'll bite on it. Turn it on.
You give
See
it a
if
bite. It's not reading anything, though.
Okay. Like, ain't no rocks here. At least the good ones.
Yeah, it means there's probably not any little angry doors either.
I mean, probably not. That's true. You can always just go inside, see what's in there. Take a quick reconnoiter.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Can't hurt.
Who's opening the door on this little hut?
Cletus.
Cletus?
Okay.
volunteered door opener.
You're gonna make a lady
Voluntold.
open the door for herself? Come on, Cletus, be a gentleman.
Well, of course, I'm a gentleman.
There you go.
So Cletus, you open the door. It's frozen shut, and it's got like just this thin layer of ice, just builds up on the exterior buildings over the winter.
I
This has
kicked the
been a
shit
long
out of that
winter.
door.
You kick the shit, break the ice. The door swings out towards you, and you can see inside. There's a man sitting on a bench, kind of over the hole with his pole going down. And there's a dog curled up at his feet. You're stunned for a moment. You give him a wave, no movement, and in fact, you kind of stop and you look, and you see no breath is even rising out.
That's a hell of a thing to happen to a dog. And this asshole too.
Yeah, it definitely looks like he froze to death out here.
Maybe check his little brain parts to make sure there's no little wormy bits.
Yeah, that is weird, man. You're probably right. It's a good idea to look around a little bit.
Okay. Did you, Cletus, Glint suggested checking out his ear. Are you doing that, or Glint, are you going to do it?
I figure I'll let Cletus do it.
Okay.
Yeah, you move
I
up.
mean, I am a gentleman.
Yeah, he's
Brave,
got
brave,
this
bravely
big,
let him lead the way.
giant hood with all this fur coming around it. It's very warm looking. It seems to be frozen to his head. Do you want to put a little bit of a strength test on there to see if you can peel it back?
Oh my God, I'm going to rip off his scalp, aren't I?
Depends on how you roll.
Well, so of course I'm going to do it.
Closer look at his brain, so it'd be useful.
Be even easier.
Only good things can come of this. Oh my God.
You grab it and just boom. And sure enough, just skull is exposed from hairline back as you just ripped his scalp and one of his ears clean off in this hood. But you look at the ear that wasn't ripped off and there's no sign of anything. You kind of wedge the other ear out from the frozen fur on the hood. No sign of any damage. It doesn't look like he was affected by those things.
All right. Well, we know he's not one of them. At least he's just dead.
Yeah. Well, this is a nice hat, though. You want it?
I think I'm all right. There's too much ear in it.
It's just the one.
But kind of looking around, you do see that there's a mostly full jug of, low-grade cheap hooch. Nowhere near the Mama Purdy quality. That's really kind of all you see. If you want to give me an intelligence test, if anyone wants to search harder.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Mind searching a little harder.
I'll do a swag and look into the near and the invisibility spectrums.
Okay. What do you just get to see like anything supernatural going on around you, or?
So specifically, I get to ability to see into all spectrums, including into the near and all things invisible.
Okay. I'll tell you, you take your swig. There's nothing supernatural, nothing kind of weird going on here. Let's see. Glint, with your intelligence, check a 13. Lion, you don't find anything. In fact, that gets you a hex token.
It does.
He gets lost in the tiny shack. I don't know how to get out.
No, it's like the guy was ice fishing, and so it's like I'm determined to see if he's actually got something on the end of that rope. So I'm chipping away at the ice.
So, Glint, it's as the lion's chipping away at the ice, you actually see there's a little bit of cord going down, tied to a nail on the wood next to it, going down into the ice.
I'm tossing a boon to get rid of that hex, by the way.
Thing. So you and Lion kind of work together for a few minutes, and eventually you break through this ice. It's thick, but you hammer your way through. And this bit of cord dangling in the water, it looks like he did this to kind of hide it in case anyone came in. But it's a small little bag hanging in the ice cold water, and you open it up, and there's some gold nuggets sitting in there.
Oh.
Like maybe
Whoa.
he was panning.
That's terrible bait for fish.
Yes, it is.
But sadly, at the end of his fishing hook, there's nothing. It's just a bear hook at this point.
Oh.
A bear hook. Well, that's his problem. He was fishing for bear, idiot.
Y'all know you
It's-
can't catch a bear on a hook in this kind of water.
At least not.
Yeah, man,
here.
you at least got to put some salmon on your hook.
I'm believing the invaders to our Earth are the only things that have brains.
But yeah, you give a search, you find this little bag of gold. You'd have to take it to get appraised to get an idea of how much it's worth. But I mean, it's a couple good sized nuggets, so it'll be worth a little bit. But the hooch, the nuggets of gold are all that you find here.
I think Cletus already drank the hooch, so
Oh, you took a swig, unless you chugged it.
Yeah. No, man, I'm not an asshole. I'll share.
Yeah.
You seem like you're, doing important work, and I was just appreciating your hard work.
as you do. As you do.
As you do.
Somebody's got to supervise.
Yep. Do we need to bury these folk?
Yeah. I don't know where we'd bury him anyways, right on the ice.
That's true.
Oh, I just push him into the hole we just made in the ice. It's like it'll freeze over.
Yeah,
we should
that's
go
like
before-
burying. That's
We
a good
should
point.
take a moment to bury and say some kind words about the hound, though. And sing
That's
some
what
of the
my
ride.
question was going to be.
Yeah.
Is it-
We'll make sure to dunk the guy first, then we'll think
Yeah.
about some nice things.
I don't
What
care
color
about
is a
him.
dog?
Yeah.
That'll
It
be
looks,
This dog didn't choose to be here.
looks
this
like
is
it's what is it with
abuse.
looks like a cattle dog or something like that. Definitely not built for this weather.
Yes.
But a good working dog.
Probably
You-
black and white spots.
Yeah.
Adorable.
That's a Dalmatian.
I mean,
Yeah.
like it's not that kind of
Okay.
black and white spots. They have
yeah.
like a black coat with white splotches.
Okay. Yeah. It's got plenty of gray on the muzzle. Looks like it was an older dog.
You look like you're probably a good and loyal mutt. Shame the
It's
world
got
cursed you with this piece of crap.
got a little rope collar around its neck with a little looks like he took a little flat of metal, hooked a ring to it, and it's etched into it. It says Tex.
Rope,
man,
is it
two
like
texts.
a choker type thing?
No.
Or is it okay? Because I would have just mutilated this.
No, it just he took a bit of a small bit of cord, just tied it around
Right.
so he could have a little dog tag or whatever you call it.
I'm
Just
sure
says
you're the
Tex on it.
best. Thanks.
Oh, Tix, you're too good for this world and for this dumb damn owner of yours that brought you out here without putting proper sweater or something on you. And all dogs go to heaven. So I'm sure you're up there running around in the fields, sniffing some butts and humping some legs. I'm gonna pour a little bit of my jug magic out in the ground right next to his grave. Pouring one out for Tex.
Put my newfound hat up against my chest. Butts and legs. Butts and legs.
Start playing a song. Butts and legs. Butts and legs.
To the tune of Amazing Grace.
Amazing. I was just saying.
Butts and legs. Butts and legs.
I'll say for the sake of Valentian, since Jake's not here tonight, he'll even go through and use his coin that does his proper
Send the
passing
dog on.
ritual. Yeah. Doesn't give
Just
a shit
the
about the
dog.
dude.
Just the dog.
One of us is just accidentally standing on the guy because we wanted to make sure we all watch properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fare
Get that
thee well.
elevation.
Fare thee well.
Okay. So you all get back on course. Another, I'll probably say it's probably a good 2 or 3 day journey. You make it through the first night, no trouble. You make it through the second day, no trouble. Second night, same thing, nothing happens. Traveling through the third day, you're traveling alongside. There's once again, another small frozen pond. I'm going to switch the map. You come across this was probably once a small grove of trees, long dead from this prolonged cold. Let me adjust the map here. And you can see there's a frost-covered tent setting not too far from this pond. There's the remains of an old fire out front. Once again, still frost-covered. Looks like it's been untouched for a while. Some of the trees around it have been chopped down. There's a small pile of firewood next to the tent. What y'all got? Anything you want to do, or just move past?
We see any trackaroos in the snow or the ice or nothing, something like that?
Give me an intelligence test.
You know what? I will. 18.
As you're looking around, you don't see any tracks around the tent. You do see an odd kind of lump in the snow not too far from the tent. But off in the distance, maybe a couple 100 yards, you see what looks like a little movement, and then you can see that it's a person kind of trudging through the snow towards you.
Point it out. Looks like we got him coming over there. Oh, there.
There's no response in this kind of cold, open tundra. Your voice usually should carry for quite a while, but no response. It looks like they're pretty well bundled up. They've got this big, thick hood on their jacket over their head. And
We've been in this rodeo before.
Glint, fire warning shot.
Yep.
I mean, don't hit it. I'm just saying, shoot it up in the sky.
Oh, don't.
As he just kills him in one shot.
No, man. It was a
yeah,
dog. It was a dog handler. God darn it.
Glint, you take your shot up. Still no response, but you can see kind of this, almost they're coming up this over this kind of small ridge. You can see a couple other heads kind of move up over it, like they're walking in the same direction, have just moved into sight. And you watch for a minute, a couple more show up. And eventually, you can see that there's 7 of these people, all a similar dress, moving towards you.
And they didn't seem to react at all to that shot.
No.
And they're coming. Are they coming like towards the campsite, like towards the tent and everything, or is it just like a different direction?
It looks like you're all, decently close to the campsite. So it looks like they're coming towards you. I'm going to move all of you, kind of show. You're all kind of like over here, and it looks like they're kind of moving. Let me get it lined here. Kind of off map right now, kind of moving in that general direction, kind of towards you.
Well, what y'all want to do?
Well, it's more of these brain things, right?
Yeah, man. You called out. Glenn gave him a warning shot. At that point, I say cut him down as much as possible at range and stab ones what get close.
Seems fair to me.
They're far enough out. They're not moving real fast. Like I said, they're trudging through the snow. Glint, you want to take a shot?
Sure, why not?
They're a little further out, kind of getting towards the outer range of your pistol. So I'll have you take just take a -2 to this shot, just compensating for the range.
Okay, I got a 10.
Okay.
So. Just get a +3.
I'm a little curious about what's underneath those lumps over there.
Oh, let me roll a D die real quick, because I might do something different first.
Okay. What are you doing?
Rather than taking the shot, I might do turn him yeller first.
Okay.
That's fun.
And instead of actually making an attack roll, I'll just do like the ocelot thing from Metal Gear Solid, where I'm spinning the guns around, throwing up in the air, and then I'll like do one of these, try and scare him off a little bit.
So this is not doing damage, though, correct?
It's not going to do damage. So depending on how my deed die does and my personality. So I got a 6 on the deed die.
Nice.
So the deed will go off. Up to 1d4 opponents within sight must immediately pass a will save versus the DC matching the total of the roll. So unfortunately, it's
And
11.
This is a fear effect.
Hold on. Failure results in a minus 1d penalty to attacks should they target me. And I get a plus 1d size on attacks against them.
Okay.
So let me see how many people it affects. 1.
Okay.
Let me see how many rounds it lasts for. 3.
Sure. Let me get their will save real quick.
And they have to beat an entire 11, which isn't too much. This is something I only get to do before combat, I think. So
Okay. And you get, how many did you say you were affecting?
just 1.
Just one. So you're doing this to the one out front.
Yep.
It does affect it, so that one out front will get those penalties when it comes to attacking you.
All right. And that means when I get to take this attack on him now, I get to go up a die size.
Sure thing.
And then I'll draw my next. Okay. I don't need to.
Oh, it's the red Joker?
It's a Joker.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Dang
Yeah,
it.
that's an auto crit.
I finally did the thing and it worked and I didn't even need to.
Think we know which glint we got tonight.
Yep.
So if you want to roll me for that crit,
Yeah, let me put my boon back on here. Let's see. Oh yeah, let me roll the crit first. Where are you on my sheet? Crit die. D12, I think. For some reason it says D1 because the box isn't big enough for the die size.
yeah. Wow, 12.
Oh god.
Bullet passes through target's jaw, doing a plus 14 D14 damage, forcing a DC 13 fort save to avoid passing out from pain for D6 rounds. Okay, so give me your damage plus that D14.
20 damage. Headshot.
Boom.
You take your shot, and you just, like I said, headshot. This one out front just drops immediately. But the rest of the crew seems unperturbed by it, and they keep moving towards you.
All right. Well, that's, I guess, a good sign in this regard. I don't know how many free shots you let me take, but
Shots can you take? Or how many shots can you take?
I mean,
That was your
it's,
first, right?
It was my
second?
first. If we're calling it or second, yeah. Well, no, that was the first because
Okay,
I did.
take one more shot.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what the card is. 9. So nothing fancy there. 14.
14. That does hit.
Okay. I don't know if we're carrying the deed over or not.
We can do that.
10 more damage. Oh, I think you're muted. Or did my audio just go out?
Nope.
Okay,
He's
who's
muted to me
Oh,
too.
I was muted. I'm sorry. I was
All right.
coughing for a second. You
Everybody
hit
was
this one. It doesn't go down.
I didn't think so. That's all right. It's good damage.
As it kind of staggers just for a moment from the impact, its hood slips back from over its head. And you're able to get a look at what it is. So why don't each of you make me a grit check? Or those of you who are susceptible to grit checks.
Yay, grit check.
As you see, its head is bloomed out, split open, its jaw is bleeding. You would recognize this as some of those weird mushroom zombie creatures that you found in the strange dwarf stronghold.
Good times. Good times.
Let's see. Okay, it's not a huge grit check. Let's see. Glint, you fail.
I may try and re-roll that because I'm already super low on grit.
If you want to re-roll it, you can. Use another boon. Okay, that's a pass. Yeah.
All right.
As you realize, it's a horde of these strange mushroom zombies that you came across before. And
I guess we don't have to feel bad about shooting one of them already.
it's true. And with that, we are at time.
All right. It's a good place to start next round.
We will pick up next session with combat again, as you are all facing down 6 of these weird-ass mushroom zombie creatures that the dwarves seem to create.
Pushing it to next week to reset our luck. I know what's going on.
All right. That's what we got. Fun session. Bert, do you want to give us some plugs?
Just check out twitch.tv/Steam Steel Murder. We've got Friday night is BX Dungeons and Dragons coming up. Sunday is Shadowrun. Maybe. You guys are going on a camp out, so if you're too blown out, completely understand, in which case I'll run something else.
We'll keep you in the loop.
Yeah. Other than that, check out the podcast at Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com.
Very cool. Jeff.
Check out twitch.tv/the lollygaggers this Friday around 8 Central. We are starting up chapter 2 of the Impossible Landscapes campaign for Delta Green. It's a really good place to jump in if you haven't watched it yet. Saturday at I think it's like 6 Central, we are playing Worlds Without Number. We are starting up a new adventure with that too, so another good time to jump in. And next Monday you can find myself, Chuck, Bert, and Jeremy as we are over on the Free League Publishing channel playing Things from the Flood.
Dan will be there too.
Yeah, say Dan.
Dan,
How it is.
bad time. to find out you got kicked.
I've been meaning
He's
to
a
tell
lone
you,
wolf.
Dan. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
All of us here. Yeah,
we are.
because it's only Jake. It's only Jake who's not in it. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, there's somebody in the group tonight who's not in the game. But yeah, all of us will be there.
Cool. Jeremy.
I just do what these people do. They're cooler than me. But sometimes you can check out comic stuff at PLEWD, Pludcast.
There we go. All right. Dan and I are rounding it out for Defenders of Kobold. If you swing in on the channel tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central, we're going to be doing Watercolors and Warriors. We're moving that show to every other Thursday night, tomorrow's being the first. So catch out some fun 5th Ed Ghibli-inspired action. And that's going to be it for the weekend. We don't have anything on Friday, and we're not doing our Free League Publishing game on Saturday because Dan and I will be out in the woods somewhere getting murdered Blair Witch style because we're going on a little D&D camping retreat hosted by Two Old Guy Games. So Christopher and Michael from their group. So twitch.tv/alltherPGs. But we're not streaming it because they don't want evidence of us getting murdered.
It'll be a great way to celebrate my birthday by dying.
By dying. When is your birthday? Saturday?
Yeah.
What?
Holy shit.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
Dan.
Wow, that's a terrible way to spend your birthday.
Happy murder day.
Maybe he'll get
Happy birthday.
murdered on Sunday instead.
Oh, okay. Your
Yeah.
present is to not get killed on your birthday.
There it is. I get to last an extra day.
Do you remember when I said I'd kill you last?
That's fantastic. All
Also,
right.
you actually ended up screwing yourself over. Some bad luck, Chuck, there, because my next card was a 10, an 8, an 8, an ace, a jack, and an 8.
Wow. Well,
That was my next 6 cards.
damn. Well, that's too bad. You know, can't
I know.
win them all.
I get to shuffle these We'll back up later.
Maybe all of the aces will be at top after you.
They probably will be. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's the show. That's us. Thanks everyone for watching and hanging out. And despite how political my next statement is going to be, start fires, do drugs, and go get your fucking vaccine. Deuces.